I grew up in the church and my mother was an ordained preacher. And growing up in the church, I had to be included in the church in somehow, some way. So I was a praise dancer. And every first Sunday of the month, we had to perform our praise dance in front of the whole church. When I was 16 years old, I was still praise dancing, but I had just got my first job at Taco Bell. Baby, Taco Bell was the shit. Okay, I thought I was the shit when I first started working at Taco Bell. I bought my first car. I bossed up, upgraded my phone to the iPhone 8 Plus. Rose gold. Thank you, bitch. I was that bitch. If you had a rose gold phone, you already knew you was that bitch. With me having a new phone, which means that my camera quality was better, so I began to post on Instagram a lot more than usual. I would just post like cute pictures with me and my friends, or just cute pictures like when I'm at work. Just anything, really. One random day when I was at work, I had posted a picture of me being at work, and I basically was like, I'm bored or whatever, because, bitch, it wasn't busy that day. Once I posted that picture, a random page decides to DM me. They swiped up on my story and they asked, was I hungry? And I worked at Taco Bell, but because I was able to eat Taco Bell every single day, at some point I did get tired of it. And I'm like, sure, yeah. So they asked for my Cash App and they sent me some money. They sent me about $50 for food. Bitch, at 16 years old, $50 for food? But y'all rich. The username of the page was popstar underscore. It was a lot of underscores. So I went on about my day as usual. And then the very next day, I get a random Cash App again from the same person that Cash Apped me the day before. And the Cash App said lunch. I'm like, okay. So I text the page and I'm like, thank you. And then he was like, of course, like, no problem. Like, I love to see a smile on your face, blah, blah, blah. And I just enjoy making your day. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. At this point, a month has passed, and every single day for a month straight, he sent me money. And every day, or I would say every week, the money got more and more and more. At first, he was only sending me $50 a day, and then it became 100, then 125, then 200, and 225. The most I ever got in one day was $300. And so I ended up texting him. I'm like, why are you sending me all this money? Like, I wasn't mad that he was sending me the money, but I just wanted to know why me. Mind you, I'm 16. Like, you know, why me? And then he just replied, he basically was like, oh, I just like to spoil pretty girls and I think you're very pretty. I'm like, thank you. And I'm like, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you? And he was like, I'm 17. And I'm like, cool. At this point, a couple weeks has passed and he's still sending me money. So at that point, I'm just like, look, I'm not about to keep on talking to you if you don't show me who you are. And then he was like, no, like, I'm scared that you will reject me, blah, 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 if you found out who I am. I said, oh, now I really want to know who you are. Because at this point, I'm starting to like him, and me and him have, like, began to talk every day and flirt a lot. So, shit, I want to know who the fuck I'm talking to. Like, I at least want to know what you look like. He was like, I just really don't want you to reject me when you find out who I am. Yeah, nigga, now I extra want to know, who the fuck are you? I said, if you don't tell me who you is right now, I'm done talking to you. So like 5 minutes go by and he was like, I'm about to send you a hint. And I'm like, okay. He sent me a picture of a drum set. Okay. And then I asked him, I'm like, what do this mean? And he was like, you'll realize soon. I didn't stop talking to him completely, but I fell back a little bit because, nigga, who the fuck are you? So the first Sunday comes around again and I had to praise dance. After I got done praise dancing, I went home and everything, and he texted me and he said, I saw you today. I'm like, where? He was like, I can't believe that you really don't know who it is by now. I'm like, who the fuck are you and where did you see me at? So at this point, bitch, I'm scared. I started replying to him. I blocked him and some more shit because now, bitch, you freaking me the fuck out. Yes, I blocked his ass because I wasn't ready to die yet, bitch. And I was so scared I was going to tell my mama, but my mama was going to get on my ass about taking money from strangers. So shit, bitch, I just kept that shit to myself. But I told my sister. And me and my sister's trying so hard to put two and two together. We like, who the fuck is this? Like, who is this nigga? Literally no more than 24 hours later, another fake page DM me and they basically was like, I'm sorry that I scared you, blah, blah, blah. That was never my intention. I'm just so scared that you'll reject me when you find out who I am. I said, listen, I'm going to block you every single time if you don't sit here and tell me who you are. This nigga tells me, he said, I thought you were going to realize who I was when I told you that I saw you on Sunday. And when I sent the picture of the drum set, this is the nigga that plays the drums in our church when we're praise dancing. He played the drums every Sunday. He said, this is the drummer at church. Mind you, this man was over 22 years older than me. Which at this point, I'm more scared now than I was before. Because what the fuck do you mean? I was so fucking in shock that I didn't even reply to the message. I didn't know what to say. So then he texted me again and was like, and this is what I didn't want. I didn't want to scare you, and I hope you're not scared, blah, blah, blah. This nigga goes on to say, but you looked so good, and that ass looked so good when you were dancing last Sunday. had to be like 28 at this time. The creepiest part of it all is that I didn't know I was being watched, and I was flirting and talking to a motherfucker that I thought was 17 years old. I thought this nigga was 17 years old. That's why the internet is a scary fucking place. Like when I thought he was somebody else, he was telling me how much he want to kiss on me and stuff like that. But I'm thinking this is normal because at this time and age, that's what teenage boys tell girls that they like. But I'm not thinking that this is a nigga pushing 30 and I'm 16. And when I turned like 22, I finally told my mama. Because I was scared to tell her shit. She was going to get on my ass about taking that motherfucking money. But since I'm old enough to not get a motherfucking whooping, now I'm going to tell you.